I guess I really gotta do this, huh? Can I get the living room for a bit, please, kind sir? Nice cereal, bro.
I know, it's the best.
Yeah, what is it? Off-brand Frosted Flakes?
No.
I need the living room though. For a minute. All right? Then you can finish
Only
with
for a minute.
Despicable
I'm
Me.
counting a minute.
All right, bet. Awkward. What's up, Pro Pack? So today we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Kind of a different format. Kind of just talk to the camera, talk to you guys, talk to everybody who's interested. I've gotten hundreds of DMs and thousands of comments and stuff. The topic of discussion is how I feel about my sisters coming out, their bisexuality, Ezeexnatalie, Jasena and Brian, the whole thing, right? So I'm gonna be talking about the way that I feel and also clearing up some things. Then at the very end, I'll talk about like issues and things like that I have and that I've had. But first, I wanna thank literally like every single person who's been watching, who's been commenting, who's been engaged. Just everyone who's interested and invested in this whole situation, because I can tell that most of the concerns are really for my sister's well-being. It's like looking out for them, making sure everyone, including myself, is like open-minded. And like I'm really proud of y'all, and I really love that. I feel like y'all are kind of doing my job for me. Like I'm the brother, but I feel it's like a whole family, a whole community of people that are just supporters and making sure that their message and the family's message is being heard and put out there and not misinterpreted, or no one's judging each other. So I just want to say thank you, and I see that y'all care. And honestly, it's like you're starting to take the job of big brother from me. But without any further ado, let's just get right into it, right? Things everybody wants to know. So there's a few things that I think everybody should know about me. Growing up, it was always my job to protect my sisters. You know, we had a single mom, there was no dad, it was really just us. My mom even rarely dated, you know? And also my personality, right? With my family, and especially my sisters, my personality is more mellow. It's laid back. The thing is like, whenever you see me, most of the time, I'm doing something fun, right? It's exciting, whether it be pranks or challenges or trips, things like that, you know, I'm excited. But I really do take my family extremely seriously. So the whole energy that I have whenever I'm actually engaged, when it has to do with my family, is a different energy that I think that everyone isn't used to. Not everyone is aware of. They don't see that. Really, the only people that see that are my family, my sisters, Zasha, my mom. Because like with y'all, it's like I'm always excited, I'm cheerful, like I'm playful, ready to get it, you know? But that's not me like all the time. So I get it to see me in a different light, like really just thinking, really processing, and really being in tune with like the emotions and things like that I have. You know, it's definitely, I can see how that's like, wait, hold on, that's different than what we're used to. So with that said, let me give you guys like a peek behind the curtain a bit, okay? With my sister, Jasena, right, and her bisexuality family reaction video. So the family knew that Sina was bisexual like for a while, you know? It's no shock to anyone, not myself, anything. Like, it's just, I know that's her way of life and always supported that. It was no shock. The thing is like, my energy was, I was tired, not even gonna lie. Just straight up, I was tired. She, you know, as a family, we film 24/7 always. But in this situation, she came over, she was like, hey, let's get it. Let's film this real quick. And you know, I got 2 kids and one on the way. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all that was. I mean, you might've seen me, I might've yawned, like I was literally just tired, but of course I'm gonna do that because I feel like if I don't, then that could be like, oh, well, where's Josh at? Like, why he supporting, whatever. So, you know, that video, I was just literally tired and we had to cut a few times because I'm like yawning and I'm just like, okay, that's kind of the disrespectful, I feel the landscape of like social media, people, everyone is, very sensitive and stuff like that and can really look into things. So, I try to do my best to appease people, but you can't, make everyone feel happy. You just do the best that you can. And in that video, that's what I was doing. I was just dead tired, you know what I'm saying? And also, you guys have got to remember, and if you have siblings, especially if you're an older brother with smaller sisters, you may be able to relate. They're my baby sisters, all right? So like anytime sexuality in general is a topic of discussion, whether cameras are on or off or it doesn't matter. Anytime sexuality is discussed, sex, like it's just an awkward conversation for me. Those are my baby sisters, like, and I'm the big brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but it's just a little awkward in general. Like me and Natalie were in diapers together. You feel what I'm saying? I watched Cena grow up before my eyes. Like I've risked my life for her. These are not just like, these are my baby sisters, So like I even remember being, my sister's first boyfriends and all that. And I'm just like, yo, like what? Like, no, you're not ready for that. Like where's the Barbies, bro? Like, what are you doing? But obviously sometimes you gotta learn to let go. And that's what I've had to do. Those are lessons I had to learn. But for the last 20 years, we were all each other got, like me, us, and our mom. So I think it goes without saying that I love my sisters no matter what. No matter who they choose to love or how they choose to love. And I would encourage every single person watching this to do the same thing. Like as long as they are happy and their boyfriends or girlfriends treat them like the queens that they are, then I'm good. Like no matter what. Because I want nothing more than like for them to be happy and for them to be true to themselves. And that's just really how we were raised, how my mother raised us. She was very selfless. We grew up in poverty, really poor. We lived in Jamaica in a time that was really hard for us, struggling in third world poverty. So we've been through so much together that something like a little bisexuality ain't no thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's really it's not an issue at all. I want nothing more than for them to be happy and true to themselves. And I just feel like it takes a lot of guts, to be able to be true like that, especially, I mean, right now, we're in Los Angeles, Hollywood, gay, bisexual, transvestite, every walk of life is out here, so it's accepting, it's more accepting, but places, that we grew up where we were, those things, they weren't prevalent. They weren't even talked about. And, in our family, nobody was gay, nobody was bisexual, not that we knew of, there might have been, but, they didn't talk to the kids about it, they didn't talk to anybody about it. So I've realized, for my sisters specifically, and definitely Jasena, to feel different, especially as a kid, is an extremely challenging thing to deal with. And I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of Nat. Like, I'm proud of anyone who can honestly stand up and say, like, this is who I am. And, if you judge me for it, judge me for it. If not, great. But like, I've got to be true. So anyway, I'll talk, I'll speak on a few issues, right, that I've had that I feel, I'd be remiss if I didn't say a couple things to you guys just to give you more insight on, what's going on, the family dynamic, things like that. So growing up with two beautiful sisters, it's presented so many challenges as a brother and just as a man. I feel like I have a brother hat on half the time and a father hat on half the time, but it presents a lot of challenges and things, situations that not only I've had to learn from, but things I'll never forget, things I can't even speak on, to be honest. And that's a lot of responsibility to have two younger, beautiful sisters that you feel like you have to protect, and also a beautiful mother that you feel like you have to protect, but in regards to my sisters, it will be anything from, men or women using them because of their beauty, because they have followers, to people literally coming into our lives and like using me, right? Using me to get close to them. So these things for over 20 years have always been a common occurrence in our lives, and it's made me more protective. I don't know. I mean, it'd be, you guys could be the judge whether I'm overprotective or whatever, but it's made me more protective just through the years. So honestly, like every situation, every new moment, I feel like it's my job to make sure that somebody has their back. Like, cause if I don't, like, who will? Like, you know, I'd literally die for those girls. I'll die for my family, for my sons, for my daughter, for Zasha. And that will never change. And so as soon as something as serious as your heart is a topic of discussion, whether cameras are rolling or not, that's where my mind goes. You know, my mind is just instinctual, like it's protection mode. Like, hold up, okay, hold on. I've seen what happens before. I've experienced things, you know? And I don't have all the answers, right? Like, but it's the best that I can do personally, as a brother, as a father, as a boyfriend. So to close things up, no, I don't have a problem with my sisters being bisexual. I don't have a problem with who they're dating. I don't have a problem with their life choices. I support them 100%. I am always going to be protective. I am always going to take a step back so I can reflect, and it's never just going to be a knee-jerk reaction. You know, YouTube is often filled with a lot of smiles and laughter and over-the-top energy, and I know I can contribute to that as well. But as soon as my family's involved, I'm sorry, I get serious. You know, that's just the way that it is. So I guess what I'm saying is treat your family like they mean the world to you, because it's the only one that you got. And if you don't got a family, who cares? Welcome to our family. Gang, gang, I'm out.